Hello Virgo, so I'm doing your love reading for the month of July 2025. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you, okay, and leave anything that doesn't resonate for you. So, what is going on with this particular connection that you're watching this reading for? Okay, imperfections, star, twin flame, sacrifice, and long distance. Okay, so someone suspects that they're dealing with a twin flame type situation here that is at a physical distance from them, okay? We've got a situation where everything's going really good for a minute and then it wasn't with this sacrifice. So something has happened to this connection where I feel there's been now a lack of contact, a lack of communication between these two. So we're going to find out with the tarot exactly what's been going on. Okay, I feel like one individual here, either you or them, gave too much of themselves to this particular connection. There is definitely a sense of betrayal here that's also coming in, because I feel like someone had to surrender. It's almost like they had to surrender what they wanted to do in order to satisfy this particular connection. There's self-abandonment here, basically, and that's why there's those feelings of betrayal. Okay, someone gave up far too much than what they should have done in order to try and appease the other person here. But like I said, like things were going really, really well until they weren't. So yeah, it's those bits in between that we need to take a look at and what's likely going to happen next. Also, Virgo, I do have to have my fan on in the room today just to kind of keep all of the equipment at more of a reasonable temperature, okay, because it's extremely hot and humid at the moment. So I just hope it's not causing too much of a distraction. Also, I've got a brand new gift giveaway as well. I'm having a de-stash of my own personal collection here. So we've got Tarot of the Druids, John Bauer Tarot, Visconti Tarot, and the Marcel Tarot in French. Let me know in the comments which of these decks you feel a pull towards, and that's it. Okay, that's all you have to do. Just let me know. That is going to be your entry into this month's gift giveaway. Okay, this gift giveaway is going to be valid until July 31st 2025. Okay, so yeah, just let me know before that date and I'll put you in for the free prize draw. Not sponsored by anybody, okay, this is just a de-stash of my own personal collection. Right, so can you tell us more about this connection, please, with the star and the twin flame? The Virgo, what's going on? Okay, temperance. Yeah, there definitely seems to be some sort of really strong familiarity with this individual. They might be an Aquarius, they don't have to be, okay? They could also be a Sagittarius. Again, they don't have to be. It's just more to do with the energy. It's like this connection for someone was all of their prayers answered, okay, with this star and twin flame and temperance. It feels like someone couldn't quite believe their luck with this connection. What else? Ooh. Okay, Page of Cups. Now that one came out squiffy. Huh. So with that one coming out a bit squiffy, you would have seen how it landed on my head. Landed on my hand. Like I said, it's very hot and humid. Brain's not working properly. There's going to be a lot of mistakes in these reads. It is. It is. Page of Cups coming out squiffy. It's like a retraction. Okay. This person was all for you 1 minute, all for the connection, and then the next thing you know, They're pulling back. They're retreating. Okay. Can we have another card for this, please, for Virgo? Is it like you're saying, why did they retreat? Where did they go? Was it something I did? Was it something I said? They're definitely pulling back on their energy here, which is quite concerning because things were going quite well for a while. Okay, Justice, Queen of Cups, the Star again, Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands. Yeah, there it is. The Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay. It feels to me like another person entered onto the scene. Okay. There's definitely this person being distracted here by another individual, and that's why they ended the situation with you here. They've given you the cold shoulder, definitely. Okay, so is this Justice, Queen of Cups, the Star and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you gave far more to this person, to this connection, than what you were receiving in return. Honestly, I feel that this is like a trauma bond type situation, especially as we've got self-abandonment with this sacrifice. There could well be like a trauma bond situation. Very, very complicated energies, really complicated, because it's like on one side of the table there's like wish fulfillment, dream come true, someone can't believe their luck, they're definitely convinced that this is their person, that this is going to be their lifelong romantic partner. We've got one person here who is completely and utterly devoted and committed. Okay, definitely someone who believes in twin flames, soulmates, that sort of thing. They do exist. However, I'm not convinced that this particular person was do you know what I mean? I mean, they could have been. Yeah, they absolutely could have been. I'm not convinced of it, though, because of the disloyalty that they've demonstrated, the cold shoulder, the coldness, the speed of which they had their head turned, right? Listen, if someone is truly, truly in love with another being, then they wouldn't be having their head turned by anyone else. Like, it's just not going to happen. That happens when the person's not in love. That happens when the person's not committed, not devoted, not caring about the other person's feelings. That's when things such as cheating and having their head turned happens. And we've definitely got someone here who's been completely and utterly betrayed. Like they've been left devastated by this person here. The worrying thing is we've possibly got someone making excuses for them having their head turned. Okay, we've got a situation where someone is blaming the third party here. Oh, it's their fault. They seduced them. They turned their head. They took them away from me, right? The reality is people can't take other people away. It doesn't work that way, right? If someone's going to be tempted to stray, they're going to do it, especially when they're not in love with the person that they have strayed from, right? They might say the words, I love you, but it's all in the actions, it's all in the demonstrations, and I'm clearly seeing that someone has been gaslighting the other person to believe, oh no, I do love you, I just had my head turned, I was just distracted, I was just tempted. Like, it's bullshit. But the worrying thing is the person who's being lied to and gaslit here is actually making excuses and saying, oh, well, they didn't mean it. Oh, well, they probably won't do it again. Oh, well, they might change. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of excuses here that's being made for someone else's really incredibly shitty ass behavior here. And to be honest, there shouldn't be excuses being made. There really shouldn't. It feels very, very karmic to me. I am going to say that. It does feel like a very karmic situation. But again, like, each to their own, okay? We've all done it. We've all picked the wrong person. We've all trusted the wrong person. We've all been there. We've all felt that incredibly strong connection to another individual and then realized, ah, shit. It was a strong connection because it was toxic as hell. Right? Let's take a look. So we've got the overall view of this connection, of this situation. So now I want to take a look into their actions towards you. I think would be a good one to follow up on with that one. So what is, I'm just going to say your person, okay, Virgo? I know they're not your person. It's just how we can word things to be easier understood, right? So how... Oh, it's confusing to deal with this individual, isn't it, Virgo? Because they're not being straight with you. You're not getting a straight answer. If any answer at all, I definitely feel that they've given you the cold shoulder, like completely and utterly. Okay, so what is Virgo's person's energy towards them with this situation, please? What's going on with them towards Virgo? Okay, the world off center. So they're saying it's not over, it's not done. It is possible, Virgo, that this person might try and come back round again. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you about everything I see and feel in these tarot reads. They're coming back round. 3 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so you've got a small offering that's coming in from this person, and to be honest with you, it feels like an insult because it's just not good enough. Okay, so whatever it is that they're offering, Virgo, it's not good enough for you, and then of course you will be left feeling insulted by this measly little offer. It's kind of like they're treating the whole thing as like delivering some sort of consolation prize, right? It feels like bullshit, basically. It feels like they're stringing you another line, right? Because they're trying to keep you on that metaphorical shelf so that they can keep going back and revisiting it over and over and over. And one day they're going to go back to that imaginary shelf. You're not going to be there for them anymore. And that's when they're going to really double down and try and get you back into the fold. Okay, this combination here, they're definitely trying to get you back in the fold. Right. I'm going to clarify that one. What's this person's energy towards Virgo? Again, this could be getting read in reverse if you are cross-watching for Virgo. Okay, this could have been a Virgo that did this to you. So again, just keep an open mind with these reads. Can you tell us more about this person's energy towards Virgo? 9 of Cups and Judgment. Okay, so that's someone hoping... we've already had that with Taurus's read. There's someone hoping for a second chance with you here. Judgment, 2 of Cups. You could be hoping for a second chance with them. You might not be completely over them. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I don't feel that you're getting anything back here, emotionally. It's almost as if you're trying to bargain with them, or they could be trying to bargain with you. I'll do anything to have you back, right? It's not healthy. Because clearly someone is not interested in reviving this situation, yet the other person desperately is wanting a second chance here. It feels very codependent, to be honest with you. Really, really, really codependent. Okay, so what actions will Virgo's person take towards Virgo, please? What actions will Virgo's person or this person take towards Virgo? Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. That's like them observing you. I feel that it's actually you that does not want to give this person another chance. It's like you can see through the trickery. They're following a pattern, Hanged Man and the Emperor. Okay, so they're trying to show up like the divine masculine energy here. I feel that you've already spotted the pattern with them though. There's definitely a pattern. Ooh, yes, the Eight of Cups. You're trying to stay away from them. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. Look how that card's ended up. It was like reversed, but it wasn't. That's the strangest thing. So they've broken promises then. Or they've already, like, the repeating pattern is they continue to break promises that they make to you. You might have been married to this person. You might have been in a committed relationship with them. Or something similar, right? The bottom line is that there's a betrayal here that involves a third party for certain. I feel that they're possibly trying to worm their way back in. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Either you're not speaking to them, they're not speaking to you. Someone's definitely been left out in the cold. Kicked out. What actions will they take towards Virgo? Knight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. They'll continue to be selfish. They'll continue to hold back the truth. They're coming back in with words that they think that you want to hear, rather than actually being genuine. I'd be really, really cautious of this individual, especially as someone's still feeling really quite vulnerable after this betrayal here. Ooh. Nine of Pentacles reversed. It's like a desperate attempt at getting your approval with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. I would say that they're trying to get back together with you here, Virgo. Yeah, they are. They're trying to get back together with you. But is this long-term or short-term that they want to get back together with Virgo for, please? Is this long-term or short-term? Okay, so they're saying long-term. So they're certainly saying all of the right things here. Oh, okay. Like the energy here is incredibly heavy, Virgo. You got King of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Magician, Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles that have all come out squiffy. So this is probably somebody that you built a home with, or that you imagined building a home and a family with. This is someone that you tried to have it all with. Okay, I'm not seeing that they were contributing much to that. I feel like you were the one that was contributing the vast majority of this connection. Okay, this combination here is somebody basically admitting to you that they made a mistake. Well, I mean, it's up to you what you do in this situation, Virgo. Like, Tarot's not here to be the judge, jury, and executioner. I'm literally just here to read your cards, to read the energy. It feels like there's a whole bunch of excuses that's coming your way from this person. But the issue I can see is you're in a vulnerable place at the moment. Yeah, Knight of Wands. There it is. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. They've lied about their passions. They've lied about who they've been with. They've probably lied about a commitment. They've probably told the other person that they were single and they weren't. Or they told you that they were single and they weren't. They were already with someone else. So either you've been used as the other person by this individual that you were certain was your twin flame. You've probably been used by them, and they were married or committed all along, or they used someone else while they were committed to you. But they've definitely lied here about their marital status, their relationship status. They've definitely lied about that. It's under there, the Five of Pentacles under there again. Yeah. Five of Pentacles is a loss. That's a loss. I do feel that this person is actually a loser. I feel that they try it on with everyone. Tell us more about this energy. Do be prepared for a whole list of excuses here, Virgo. You're on the path towards great fortune here, Virgo. Great abundance. Amazing things coming in for you. Lovers. That feels like a new connection, a new relationship with an individual who is incredibly balanced and stable. Look, you've got the snake coming out, Squiffy. It is not with the snake. It is not with the one who betrayed you. Okay. Like I said, things were going amazing with this individual until all of a sudden they weren't. That's vile behavior. Absolutely vile behavior. Okay. That's all about roots and connections. Family connections. So there's something here to do with a family situation. Someone now has to step up and be the support for their family because this person did this, because of this betrayal. They betrayed, they didn't just betray you, they betrayed their whole family. Change in the reverse. So they're not likely going to change, or they haven't changed. It's lies, it's false hope, it's false promises. That's what they're coming towards you with, Virgo. Poverty mindset. Five of Pentacles, literally. That's come out like 3 or 4 times in your reading now with Five of Pentacles. They've lost out in a huge way here. The Tower and Official Person. Okay, so they're worried about things going further. There's a contract here, a wealthy man. They could be wealthy, high honour. So it's someone who's got a good standing in society. There's some sort of judgment here that's being passed that is not going to go in their favour. So they're worried about having to pay you financially for this deceit, for this betrayal. Could that be why they're making new false promises to you? Because they're afraid of the financial repercussions. What does this person want to say to Virgo? What does this person want to say to Virgo? Oh, I'm done playing games. Interesting. I'm afraid of losing you. Okay. I gave in to temptation. I knew it. I knew that was there. They did give in to temptation. It was all over this energy. And now they're saying, I'm done playing games. So with the games, that's like the court situation. Okay. I feel that there's either has been or there is extremely likely going to be a lot of tit for tat that's going on within this particular dispute here with this person. Okay, I do feel that there's emotional manipulation here that's coming in, Virgo. Okay, I act like I don't care when deep down I really do, but that came out squiffy. Yeah, you can't trust this person. I didn't mean what I said. Okay, so they've been a bully. They've been lashing out, they've been acting out, they've been an absolute bully. And then they give you the cold shoulder. What is it that Virgo needs to focus on at this point, please? Igniting the exciting. Okay, so you need to focus on what it is that's exciting for you, and also you need to focus on your happiness. Okay, combine your talent with passion, live your dreams, helping others, start a gratitude journal, and self-love. So you need to make that a focus. What is it that you're wanting to manifest? And focus on finding your soul's purpose or creating a purpose in life. Maybe your entire purpose in life was this person, right? Some people do get heavily invested in relationships like that, and do you know what? That's fine. It works for them. It's fine. But this is saying, look, now it's time for you to find a new purpose in life or make a new purpose in life. Okay, talent, new chapter or path, life change, and share your unique gifts. So you have to focus on sharing your unique gifts with the world here, Virgo, okay? Maybe even using your experiences with dealing with this type of situation to help educate and heal other people. Right, let's get you an angel number for your guidance. So what else for Virgo, please? Okay. 555. I am optimistic. So a major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive, okay? So be open to these changes and understand that actually now you're on the path to very real, very tangible, positive change, okay? I do feel in a lot of ways, because of the sheer amount of manipulations and back and forth with this individual, that they have held you back in quite a lot of ways. So you're going to be freeing yourself from this connection. And number 17, I am independent. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, with focus and skill. Okay, so stay focused on the task at hand. Right. Okay, so let's pull you some words of advice from the wonderful shitty deck, just for a bit of a laugh at the end of your reading, okay? Everyone steps in shit. The key is to keep walking and it will finally come off. Yeah. So as you keep going, as you persevere, you will find that the effects or the damage of this connection, it becomes less over time. Okay, keep walking and the shit will finally come off. Okay, all the good ones are a little crazy and they have been through some terrible shit that could have broken them, but instead of playing the victim, they've transmuted their shit into some incredible growth. Yeah. Virgo, basically they're saying here that this situation, while absolutely horrendous, it's not going to break you. Okay, it's not going to break you. It's one of those really nasty, unfortunate things in life that some people find themselves faced with, but it's not going to break you. Like you will rise from this, okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I just genuinely hope that this reading has reached those who were meant to hear it. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Please be aware that we have had content farms that have been stealing our content. So a couple of really quick checks that you can do to ensure that you are viewing from one of my actual channels is there's going to be a watermark. There is always watermarks on all of my readings. In the bottom right hand corner, it's going to be a little black and orange phoenix. On the fake channels, the voice is all in a different language. It's all AI voices as well. And also the quality difference is going to be immediately obvious. And finally, all of my channels, they do have my name that feature somewhere on the channel's name. Okay, so all of my channels are going to have Phoenix Keia Tarot somewhere on the channel's name itself. Okay, so yeah, just be mindful of that. We have had issues with theft of our content. It is out there. It's all in hand. It's getting dealt with. Don't forget to enter into my little D-Stash giveaway as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.